Hey everybody, welcome back to When Harry Met Board Games. Today we continue with our campaign through Marvel Legendary. This is game number 6, and our mastermind for this game is the same as last time. This is Dr. Doom, and Dr. Doom will be having a different scheme with him this time. This time we'll be going through Secret Invasion of the Skrull Shapeshifters, and there are a few specified requirements for this particular scheme. First of all, it's going to have 6 heroes in the hero deck as opposed to 6. The Skrull villain group is required, and we're going to shuffle 12 of those heroes into the villain deck. Also, special rules, heroes in the villain deck, they're going to count as Skrull villains with cost equal to their cost, or attack value equal to their cost plus 2. And if you defeat them, you gain them. Every time a twist comes out, the highest cost hero from the headquarters is going to move into the sewers, and they're going to act as a Skrull villain as described above. Evil's going to win if 6 heroes get into the escape pile. So regular villains won't matter so much, but heroes who are acting as Skrull shapeshifters will. Now, the villains we're going to add the Doombot Legion, which is the henchman villain, always associated with Dr. Doom. And we're going to have the Skrull shapeshifters, or the Skrull villain group, as specified in the scheme. And we're also going to have the Hydra villain group. As far as the heroes, we're going to pick 6 as last time. We're going to have 4 returning members of the Fantastic Four as 4 of our 6 heroes. And for the extra 2 heroes, we're going to add some Avengers. We're going to add Hulk right here, who quite often enters into conflict with Thing. And we're also going to have Captain America. So we're going to shuffle all these cards up, and then we're going to start the game. All right, now that everything is shuffled, we are ready to begin the game. And we're going to start by populating the headquarters here with heroes. So we have a Thing card and a Human Torch card. And here's a Hulk. So pretty diverse start. And an Invisible Woman. Okay, so we're going to start with the player here on the left, and they're going to draw their opening hand of 6 cards. Okay, then we're going to play and reveal the top card of the villain deck. And we're starting off with a bang. We've got the scheme twist here. And again, for this particular scheme with the Secret Skrull Shapeshifter Invasion, we've got, when a twist comes out, the highest cost hero from the headquarters moves into the sewer as a villain. So for us here, we have 2 heroes that cost 4. And remember, when you defeat this hero, you will gain it. I think I'm just going to place the Hulk card here for the time being. And we're going to immediately replace it. And remember, to defeat them, it's going to be an attack value equal to their cost plus 2. So it's going to take 6 attack to defeat Hulk. So that's not going to be easy. And I only got 3 attacks, so we're not going to do anything with that. But I do have 3 recruit. And I'm looking here, and I could afford this, which will give me more ability to recruit cards. So I'm going to get this It Started on Yancey Street Thing card. And this player is done. We're going to replace this card here. And we'll move on to this player here on the right, who's going to draw their opening hand of 6 cards. Okay, and they have 4 recruit and 2 attack. We're going to reveal and play the top card of the villain deck. And it is yet another scheme twist here. And we are going to look at the headquarters. And we're going to see the highest cost hero. And again, it's a 4. I will simply place this Human Torch card here. They enter through the sewer. So now we've got 2 heroes here acting as Skrull shapeshifters. And this player here has 4 recruit. And with the 4 recruit, I'm going to use it to get this Unseen Rescue Invisible Woman card. Okay, so we are going to replace this here. Oh, Sue Storm's ultimate card came out here. Invisible Barrier. Very good card. All right, so now back to this player's turn. And they're going to draw their hand of 6 cards. And we are going to draw and reveal the top card here. And it's Invisible Woman, who enters here again as a Skrull shapeshifter. So all these cards are actually worth 6 attack to defeat. And so far, all the villains in the city are actually heroes that I could benefit and gain them as heroes into my deck if I'm able to defeat them. But right now, I only have 5 recruit and only 1 attack. And with those 5 recruit, I'm looking here, might want to start getting some attack cards. The city's starting to fill up. So I'm going to get this Growing Anger card here by Hulk, who gives him 2 attack, potentially 3 if he plays another green class card before it. And I'm going to replace this here. I still have 2 recruit left, which I'll use to get a sidekick. And I got Bucky Barnes here. Okay, so this player here is done. We're going to move on to the player here on the right. They're going to draw their 6 cards. We're going to reveal and play the top card here. And it's Hulk. So we are filling up the city here really quick. And Hulk is a little bit easier. He's only going to be 5 to defeat. 3 plus 2 equals 5. But that is irrelevant because I have 2 attack right now. I have 4 recruit. And I'm looking at the situation here. And I could only afford these cards and this one. I'm going to grab this Disappearing Act to combo with some of the other Invisible Woman cards that I'll probably acquire throughout the course of the game. And she has this cool focus ability, which allows her to KO cards. So this player will be able to cull their deck pretty quickly. And here we go. We replace that there. And now it's back to the player here whose deck is empty. We're going to have to shuffle his cards and draw a new hand. Okay, we're done shuffling. We're going to draw a new hand of 6 cards here. See what we could do with this turn. And we're going to reveal and play the top card of the villain deck. And it's one of Dr. Doom's Doombots, the first true villain to come into the city so far this game. And finally, someone who's not too costly. It's only going to cost 3 attack to defeat him. And unfortunately, I only have 2 attack. But let's see here. I've got 2 recruit, 3 recruit, 4 recruit, and 5 recruit. And nothing here that costs 5. But you know what? I want to start building up my attack. So, because the city's getting full, guys. And remember, if 6 heroes enter the escape pile, I'm done. I've lost, and we're about to get our first one soon. So I'm going to get this Hothead card from Human Torch. It gives you 4 attack at a price of 4. That's really good. However, every time I play it, I'm getting a wound. So that's a little caveat there. But it's worth it right now because we are falling behind. We're going to replace this here. Back to the player here on the right, who's also going to have to shuffle his deck. Okay, they're going to draw 6 cards here for a new hand. And that's not a good one at all. We're going to reveal and play the top card. And it's a Scheme Twist, which again makes the most expensive card in the headquarters, which in this case is this Invisible Woman, Invisible Barrier card. She's going to enter the city, which is going to push every hero or villain 1 space to the left, which is actually going to lead the Incredible Hulk here to escape. So first of all, remember, due to this Scheme Twist, or this current scheme, she's actually going to cost 7 plus 2, 9 to defeat. Let's replace her, by the way, over here. And now we have the first villain to escape. Every time a villain escapes, we do have to KO a card from the headquarters that costs 6 or less. This card I might want to keep to combo with the other Hulk card. I'm going to get rid of this card here. It pains me to do it, but that's what I will do. And now the evil is 1/6 of the way of to winning the game, because if 6 heroes enter the escape pile here, and we already have 1 out of the 6, then evil wins. So we have to maintain this a bit over here. So let's see here what I'm going to do. I got my 6 cards here. And again, I only have 2 attack, which is terrible. But I do have 4 recruit. And with that 4 recruit, I'm going to gain this Unseen Forces card. Is that what I want? You know what? No. I'm going to gain this one here. 4 of a kind. It only gives me 2 attack. But if I played another card that costs 4 this turn, I'm going to get plus 2 attack. And I already have a few cards, Invisible Woman cards, that cost 4. So this will be very useful. Okay, so this player is done with their turn. Back to this player over here, and they're going to draw a hand of 6 cards. And again, things are not looking that well, but okay, we have some hope. Now they're going to reveal and play the top card here, and it's a Doombot Legion, which again will push all these cards downward through the city. We're going to have a second escaped hero, so that is not good. And again, every time a hero escapes, we have to KO a card from the headquarters that costs 6 or less. And I don't need 2 of these Growing Anger cards. So I'm going to choose to KO that one there. And now we have 2 villains escaped. We need 6 to escape in order to lose. So we are 1/3 of the way towards losing this game. That's not a good thing, guys. That's not what I'm trying to do. So first of all, let's play this Sidekick. And whenever you play a Sidekick, it goes to the bottom of the Sidekick stack. You don't keep this card. And this regular Sidekick is going to allow me to draw 2 cards from my deck. Now, I've got 2, 3, 4 attack. And I cannot afford any of the heroes because even the cheapest hero here, Hulk, is 3 plus 2, which means I'm going to need 5 attack. But I can't afford to defeat one of these Doombots. And as I mentioned in a previous video, defeating the Doombots early on in the game is very useful because their fight effect allows you to look at the top 2 cards of your deck, KO one of them, and put the other back. So I only have 1 card in my deck, so I'm going to shuffle this real quick. All right, now I'm going to look at the top 2 cards here. And early on the game, it's very useful. I'll be able to KO this shield agent, put this other shield agent back on top. And now, that's what I did with my attack. I still have some recruits. I have 4 recruit here. And with my 4 recruit, let's see what I might want to get. I'm going to get this one here. Not only is it going to help me recruit cards, but it's going to be very helpful for that Hothead card I drafted earlier, which gains me wounds. This call for backup allows me to KO wounds, and that will make me increase my recruit value. So I will put that in the discard pile along with my hand, and this player here is done with their turn. Now we're going to move on to the player here on the right, and let's see here. We've got 6 cards. We're going to reveal and play the top card of the villain deck here. And it's the Endless Armies of Hydra. And luckily for me, I cleared up some space earlier. And this is a tough one because while they're easy to defeat, their fight effect makes you play 2 cards of the villain deck. And right now, the city is full, and that would cause more heroes to escape. So I'm not sure if I want to fight them. And not that I can either, because I only have 2 attack for this current round. Oh no, here we go. I've got 3 attack. Thankfully, I missed that there. So these 3 attack, I'm going to use to defeat the Doombot Legion here. Put that in my victory pile. And again, the fight effect will allow me to look at the top 2 cards of my deck here. I get to KO one, and I'll KO this Shield Trooper. And I'll put this Invisible Woman Disappearing Act back on top of my deck. And I'm done as far as attack goes. I have 4 recruit. And I'm going to use those 4 recruit. And I think I'm going to get Captain America here, the perfect teamwork card. It's very beneficial if I have multiple colors. I already have blue and red in my deck, and this here will add a green. And it's a 4 cost, which will be very helpful with Invisible Woman's card that benefits from fellow cards that cost 4. So I'll place that in my discard pile. I'll replace it immediately. And I will discard the rest of my cards here, and this player here is done. We're going to move back to the player here on the left. They're going to draw 6 cards here. And we are hoping for the best. Okay, we're going to reveal and play the top card of the villain deck, and it is yet another Scheme Twist. And again, we're going to look at the headquarters. We're going to look at the most expensive card here, and it's this Human Torch Flame On card. He's going to enter the city as a Skrull. He's going to be worth 6 plus 2, 8 attack. We're going to replace that. And let's see what we can do. So unfortunately, we only have 2 attack. So it looks like there's a good chance that Invisible Woman there is going to escape. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5 recruit. And I'm going to use those 5 recruit to gain Knuckle Sandwich. Very useful card. I've talked about it in the past. I really like this card because it was versatile before versatile existed. Not quite an even exchange, but you could turn in 3 recruit for 2 attack, and you could do it multiple times as long as you have additional recruit in your hand. So I'll place that in my discard pile. We will replace this here. Nothing else I could do. We're going to discard the rest of our hand here. And we're going to move on to this player here. Only has 1 card. We're going to have to shuffle the deck. All right, now we're going to draw back to 6 cards, 4, 5, and 6. And let's see what we can do. We're going to reveal and play the top card of the villain deck. And it's another Endless Armies of Hydra. We're going to push all these cards aside. Invisible Woman here is going to escape, which means we have to KO a card, a hero from the headquarters that costs 6 or less. And I'm thinking of KOing this Disappearing Act card right here. And now we have 3 heroes that have escaped. So we're halfway towards losing. It's not looking good. This current hand is not going to be much of an exception. I only have 2 attack. I do have 5 recruit. And at this point, we need to get some attack desperately. So I'm going to get this Incredible Hulk card here, who costs 5, gives me 4 attack, but each player gains a wound. So this is even worse than the Human Torch card, except cheaper, or more expensive, I should say. So it's interesting. So, but I'm going to grab this card, this Crazed Rampage card, because we desperately need attack, even if it's at the expense of gaining wounds in our hand. So we are done with that. Back to this player's turn. They're going to have to shuffle. Okay, this player here will continue to draw until they have 6 cards here. And we've got the Hothead card, which is going to come in very useful for this current turn. And let's see what we could do here. We're going to reveal and play the top card. And it's a Thing card, which is going to push Hulk out of here. So that is 2 more, or what should I say? It's a 4th villain here, a 4th hero. We're going to have to KO a card here. And at this point, I think I'm going to KO this Perfect Teamwork card here. And let's see what we could do. It's not looking good, folks. Pretty bad start. So I'm going to play this Hothead here. And I'm going to gain a wound for doing so. So here's that, just a regular basic wound. And I'm going to play this card here, Call for Backup. I could KO a wound from my hand or discard pile. I will. And that gives me 1 more recruit. So that puts him at 3 recruit. However, I only have 1 more attack. 5 attack. So the only things I could afford here are the Endless Armies of Hydra. But they're going to force me to play 2 cards from the villain deck if I do. So I'm going to have to pass. It's terrible. I'm in such a predicament right now, so early on in the game. I do have 3 recruit with this player here. And I'm going to choose to gain this Growing Anger card. Hopefully it could combo with some of the other Hulk cards this player has acquired. And we are done. And now we'll move on to the player here on the right, who's going to draw their hand of 6 cards. And I got to hope for something like a Master Strike or a Bystander, or else this Invisible Woman card is going to escape. And it was a Scheme Twist. So I'm going to look at the most expensive card here. It's going to be, it's clobbering time. He's going to enter the city, pushing this Invisible Barrier card into the escape pile. We're going to have to, I never replaced this here, but we're going to have to KO one of these cards. We don't need 2 copies of these. I don't think so. So I'm going to put that away. And unfortunately, we have 5 of the 6 heroes that need to escape. 1 more hero escapes, and I'm done. So I need to build up some very high power very soon. So now this player here is going to go. And they simply have the Perfect Teamwork Captain America card, which is going to give them 1 attack for each color. They have green, and the starter cards are gray, so that's 2 colors. 3 attack. Nothing here worth 3, not even the Legions of Hydra. I've got 4 recruit, which I will desperately use to get this card right here, the Unseen Rescue. And now, this player is done. We're going to move on to this player here again. I'm wondering if a comeback is even possible. So, these are my 6 cards here. We're going to reveal and play the top card here. And it's the Skrull Queen Varanki. And basically, she has an ambush, put the highest cost hero from the headquarters under this villain. And this villain's cost is equal to that hero's attack cost. So now I'm going to have to make the Endless Armies of Hydra escape. We're going to push all of these here along. And the most expensive hero here is this Captain America, A Day Unlike Any Other. So this is not looking very good, guys. I've got 1 attack here, 2 attack, And then I've got 3 recruit. This is 5 because I played a Fantastic Four. Now it's 2 more. So that makes it 7, 8, 9. And I could focus 3 recruit for 2 power. So I could use all 9 of these recruit to add 6 power and make this 8. And now we're talking, folks. Now I could afford some cards. So I'm going to use that 8 to defeat this Human Torch Flame On card. Because again, according to the scheme, their attack value is their cost plus 2. So this costs 8. So I'll defeat that. Not only do I clear up a huge hero there, but I get to add that hero to my deck. And that is all that I will do in my turn. But I am not complaining. That move right there might have bought me some time. Okay, back to this player over here. They're going to draw back up to 6. Their deck is empty. They will shuffle. All right, they'll draw back up to 6. That's 4, 5, and 6. We're going to reveal and play the top card of the villain deck, and it's this Paibok, the Power Scroll, and he's very powerful. So we've got lots of challenging characters, heroes and villains in the city. And the most vulnerable of them all are the endless armies of Hydra, but even so, they make you play the top 2 cards, so that's something I have to think about. So I'm going to play this Unseen Rescue. Gives me 2 attack. Also, I could use Focus 2 recruit to rescue a bystander, and I think I am going to do that. I'm going to use these 2. Rescue a bystander. Hope is a special bystander. It's not. It's a regular one. That's too bad, because hopefully a special bystander would have helped me do something like draw an extra card or something. I've got 2 attack plus another 2 plus this 4 of a kind. If you played any other cards that cost 4 this turn, you get plus 2. So that actually gives me 6 attack. Oh, I could fight this endless armies of Hydra, but that would be a waste of time because then I would have to draw 2 cards. I'm going to instead pass. I'm not going to do anything else. I can't afford any other villain. I'm going to use my 2 remaining recruit to get a sidekick over here. This player's done, and we need to hope for a miracle. Back to this player here to the left. Draw back up to a hand of 6 cards. Their deck is empty. We need to shuffle. All right, we'll continue drawing up to 6, and there we go. Now we're going to reveal and play the top card of the villain deck, and it's a scheme twist. So we're going to take the most expensive hero here. And it's between this Mr. Fantastic card and this Crazed Hulk card. This one is more straightforward, so I'm going to keep it in the headquarters. And I'm going to put this one gigantic hand, which can be very powerful. Actually, if you saw the last game in the campaign, this card basically won me the game. And I'm going to choose to make it a villain. So we're going to push this endless armies of Hydra out of here. They're going to escape, which is going to, let me first of all replace this here. It's going to force me to KO a card from the headquarters. And amongst these cards, I think I'm going to choose to get rid of this Avengers Assemble card, even though it's one of my favorite recruit cards in the game. So now this guy's going to continue his turn. And he's got 2 attack plus this one here gives him 3, 4, 5 attack because he played a green card first, and 6 attack. And this is terrible. We're not going to be able to afford anything, guys. We are going to fall short. So we might as well recruit and hope for the future. So it started on Yancey Street. It's going to give me 2 recruit. Plus, because I played, I did not play another Fantastic Four. So it's only going to be 2 recruit. 3, 4. I'm looking here. Oh, goodness. This is desperation. But you know what? Maybe this will allow me to draw extra cards in the future and pull off the comeback that I so desperately need. All right, so back to this player here. And they are going to go draw to a hand of 6 cards. And we're going to reveal and play the top card here. And unless it's a Master Strike or a Bystander, we have lost this game because this Knuckle Sandwich card is getting ready to escape and be the 6th hero card to escape. So, all right, Bystander. We drew a Bystander here. They're going to go underneath the rightmost villain here. And let's see what this player here is about to do. So, we've got this Captain America card. Perfect teamwork. He's going to gain 1 for each color. He has green, he has red, and he has gray, of course. So that's 3 attack, 4 attack, 5 attack, and again, nothing we can afford. So we're going to use 2 3, 4. It's not looking very good. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to get one of these guys. We got Lockjaw here, who's a pretty good sidekick. He gives you attack. And that is all this player can do. We're going to move on to the next player's turn. They're going to draw a hand of 6 cards. We're going to reveal and play the top card of the villain deck, and it is a Master Strike. Okay, so although this can be devastating, it actually buys me a little bit more time in the game. And now we're going to look at Dr. Doom's Master Strike over here. It says each player with exactly 6 cards in hand reveals a tech hero or puts 2 cards back on top of their deck. So this player does not have any tech heroes, so they're going to have to put 2 cards back. I'm going to choose to put these 2 recruit because we desperately need the attack right now. Let me just look at this player here, and there's 6 cards, and I'm pretty sure they're not going to have any tech. I'm going to have to shuffle up. Okay, they're going to draw 1 more card. They have no tech heroes. They're going to have to put 2 back, and I'm looking at the situation. I want to keep this attack because it's going to be very helpful. So I'll put these 2 right back here. And back to this player's turn. They've got 4 attack. They do have this focus ability, but we do not have nearly enough recruit for that, but that's okay. We're going to play this Hothead card. It's going to give them 4 more attack. However, they do need to gain a wound every time they play it. Again, just a basic wound there. We've got Knuckle Sandwich, and we have 1 more recruit. And I can have 8 attack, but if I use this 3 recruit to focus, I could get 10. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because by doing that, I'm going to be able to defeat it's Clobbering Time Thing card. Because again, it costs 8 plus 2. And not only will I clear the city of a hero, a very costly hero, but I also get an amazing card added to my deck. So I'll place that in my discard pile. And that's all I'm going to do with my turn. And again, I might just have a chance now. So we're going to reveal and play the top card of the deck. And it's this Supreme Hydra villain here. Let's see what we do here. And, oh, this bystander, I'm sorry. It's still with this fantastic card. So now this player here only has 4 cards due to Dr. Doom's Master Strike. We have this Unseen Rescue for 2 attack, 3 attack. And then we have this Crazed Rampage. Each player is going to gain a wound. So this player first will get a basic wound. And then the other player will get this Grievous wound, the Blunt Force Trauma. Okay, so this player's wounds are starting to pile up a bit. So we have exactly 7 attack, which we'll be able to use to defeat either this one or this one. I really like this card. However, this card is the one that's close to escaping. So by getting rid of him, I buy myself some time until this card, who has a hero underneath, becomes a threat. If she escapes, oh no, I'm sorry. This was meant to be with her. That just got mixed up as I moved cards along. So that doesn't really buy me too much time. The next hero, villain anyway, is going to go there. I might just want to get the better card. But you know what? I don't really have drawing cards yet. So this is not worth it just yet. So I am going to get this card here. Put it in my discard pile. And this player's done with their turn. We're going to move back on to this player over here. And we desperately could use a good turn. But it looks like all their trash cards are coming out at once. We're going to reveal and play the top card of the villain deck. And it's the Viper Hydra villain. We're going to slide these villains aside here. And let's see what this player here could do. So he's got 2 recruit. He can KO a wound, and he will KO this Blunt Force Trauma. You can do it from your hand or your discard pile to get 1 additional recruit. So that's 3 recruit, and 4 recruit, and 5 recruit, 6 recruit, 7 recruit. We're looking over here. And this might be the guy to start getting the Mr. Fantastic cards. So I'm going to get the Unstable Molecules here. Put it in my discard pile. Replace that immediately. Still have 2 recruit left, which I will use to gain a sidekick, Sabu here. And now we are done with this player's turn. We're going to move on to the player here. On the right, they're going to draw 6 cards. And again, we are vulnerable, as we have been for most of the game. Let's reveal the top card. Hope for the best. It's a Master Strike. Thank you very much. I've never been so excited to see Master Strikes. Usually Master Strikes are very frustrating, but this is one of those rare circumstances where you actually prefer to get the Master Strike. So again, that is going to force me to put 2 cards on top of my deck. So I'll just put these 2 recruit cards here on top of my deck. And let's do the same for this player. They only have 2 cards, so we're going to shuffle. Okay, they're going to draw back up to 6 here. And don't tell me they're going to draw trash cards yet again. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's a great card. So now we're going to have to put 2 cards back on top of the deck. Pretty much a no-brainer in this particular situation there. So now we're going to go back to this player's turn here. And they've got this Unseen Rescue with a focus ability, but they do not have enough recruit to trigger it. They do have this Lockjaw card, which is going to give me 2 attack. And we have this 4 of a kind. It's going to give me 2 plus 2 for every other card, or if you've played another card that costs 4. So I have. So this is going to give me 2, 4, 6, plus 2 is 8. So that is wonderful here. What can I afford? I'm going to try to take the most expensive thing I could afford, which is this Paibak, the Power Scroll. He costs 8. Choose a hero in the headquarters for each player, and each player gains that hero. So that's excellent. So I'm looking at the headquarters here, and this player here, oh man, let's just take the attack cards. That's what we want right now. So I'm going to take this attack card, and I'm going to give them this attack card, and we'll replace these. And now this player here is done with their turn. They cleared up some space. Starting to feel better about my chances here. Let's reveal and play a top card. And it's a Scheme Twist. Perhaps I spoke too soon. So I got to grab the most expensive card here. And it's a tie between these 3. And at this point, I want to keep these 2 available. So I'm going to grab this Knuckle Sandwich, add them to the headquarters here. Or to the city, I should say. And now this player is going to do their turn with the 4 cards they were left with after Dr. Doom's Master Strike. So we have It's Clobbering Time. This card is very good by itself. It would be even better if I had played any green cards, which I had not, unfortunately. But that's 5 attack, 6 attack, 7 attack. And I'm going to use those 7 attack to grab this. Not only will I rescue a precious bystander, but I'm going to get 1 gigantic hand, which is going to come in very handy, in particular for this player who already has the Molecules card of Mr. Fantastic. So actually this goes in the victory pile here. Okay, so that is all I'll be able to do with my turn. Actually, no, I do have 2 recruit, plus 4 if I played, or plus 2 if I played another Mr. Fantastic 4 card. So this is going to give me 4 recruit. Let me replace this here. Nothing really I could get here. But you know what? This guy is going to accrue wounds. So getting this call for backup might not be a bad card there. We'll replace that there. This player here is done with their turn. Back to the player here on the right. Let's draw 6 cards. Hope for the best. Not too good. But we did get this card, which gives us some hope. Reveal and play the top card. And it's a bystander. So that buys me some breathing room. We already have 1 empty space here. It's about to be a mediocre turn, it looks like. I'm going to play the sidekick first. Return him to the bottom of the sidekick stack. And that's going to allow me to draw 2 more cards. Okay. Okay. Then we have this perfect teamwork, which is 1 attack for each color. I have green, I have red, and I have gray. That's 3 attack, 4 attack, 5 attack. I will be able to afford this Viper card here. It says each player without another Hydra villain in their victory pile gains a wound. So each player, that includes you. So this player here does not have another, the keyword is another Hydra. So they are going to have to gain a wound, unfortunately, here. And this player also does not have a Hydra card, so they too will gain a wound. So while my chances have gotten better, I'm accumulating lots of wounds. So now this player here, we've got 2 recruit, 3 recruit, 4 recruit, 5 recruit. Wondering what they want to do here. You may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. I might want to start getting rid of these wounds. I got 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could get rid of two cards, and I am going to focus twice because you can focus as much as you want, unless the card specifies otherwise. I have enough recruit to KO these 2 wounds in my discard pile, and at least I strengthen my deck. Okay, so now this player is done. We're going to go back to the player here on the left. They're going to draw their hand of 6 cards. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And for the first time, the city has some breathing room. So let's reveal and play the top card here. Invisible Woman. I haven't even thought of fighting Dr. Doom yet. So, not that I don't think I've had 9 attack yet. I think I've had 7 and 8 a few times. So I'm going to play this Unstable Molecules, draw 2 cards. Okay. All right. I'm going to play this Zabu card, which simply allows me to KO a card from my hand or my discard pile. And I'm simply going to KO one of my wounds here. Okay. And then I've got 3 recruit. I'm going to gain another wound because I'm going to play this Hothead card. So I'm going to gain another wound here. It's a basic wound here. I've got this Flame On card, Human Torch. I do not have enough recruit to focus it. That's okay. I have 3 recruit, which I will use to gain this Twisting Equations card, which I can use to draw additional cards, which will come in handy with other Mr. Fantastic combos. Replace this immediately. And I'm going to use this 8 attack. This is going to cost 7, actually, because this is not a regular hero. This is a hero with this Queen Varanki here. And yeah, this is a no-brainer. I'm going to defeat this card here. Not only do I defeat this villain here, but I gain this hero, this ultimate Captain America, a day unlike any other. And now I have 2 ultimates in this very same player's deck. So they're starting to get very, very powerful. And we are done with this turn here. Back to the player over here in the right, and they're going to draw their hand of 6 cards. Their deck is empty. They're going to have to shuffle. Okay, so we're going to finish drawing back up to 6 cards here. That's 6. We're going to reveal and play the top card of the villain deck, and it's the Super Skrull here. So finally, we're getting some pretty affordable villains to defeat. So far, it's been very costly heroes and expensive villains. So now let's see what this player here is going to do. They've got 2 attack here. They could focus to rescue a bystander. They have 5 recruit. And I think I am going to use these 5 recruit to get this Unstable Molecules card, so they could be able to draw through their deck quickly here. And with this 2 attack, I'm not going to be able to do anything. But right now, I feel more comfortable with the city situation than I have in a long time. So we're going to discard these cards here. This player's done. This player's going to draw back up to 6. So now that things have regulated a bit, I've really got to start focusing on how I can get to defeat Dr. Doom, because that's the name of the game here. And we will reveal a card here, and it's yet another hero here, Mr. Fantastic. So, but he's pretty affordable. He only costs 3 or 2 more. That's 5. Let's see what we have here. So I'm going to play this card here first in order to trigger the Growing Anger's ability here of an additional 1 attack. So that's 3 attack, 4 attack, 5 attack. And I'm going to use that 5 attack, potentially 7 if I focus. 7 attack would allow me to defeat this guy here, who's the last really expensive guy left here. I think that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use 3, 5, 7. I'm going to get this Knucklehead Sandwich. And now I really feel safe about the city situation. And I only got 2 recruit left. I'll use them to gain a sidekick here. Okay, so this player is done. Move on to this player over here. They're going to draw 6 cards. And that's 6 cards here. And we're going to reveal top card here. And it's the Unstable Molecules card. Okay. And now, let's see what this player here has. He's got this Lockjaw card, which I forgot to put on the bottom of the Psychic stack earlier, I believe. I believe I had him earlier. And I'm just going to be true to myself and place that back there. Draw 6 card here. And let's see what we have. We've got 4, but each player is going to gain a wound. So this player is going to gain this Grievous Wound subdermal tracker here. And the player to the left is also going to gain a wound, just a regular one. So these wounds are going to come back to haunt us. So that's 4 attack there. We've got this Unseen Rescue. That's 6 attack. This is 7 attack and 8 attack. Oh man, I could use this here and finally defeat Dr. Doom. But then I would be leaving the city a little vulnerable. I'm going to clear up the city just a bit. So I've got 7, 8 attack. This here can bring it up to 10 attack by focusing. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring it up to 10 attack. And I'm going to use 6 to defeat the Supreme Hydra here. And another 4 to defeat the Super Skrull here. And each player is going to KO one of their heroes. So this player here will KO one of these shield agents. I'm going to draw this player's hand here real quick and see what they would KO. I'm going to actually have to shuffle the deck here. So this player here will draw again, and they got a great card here. They've got to KO one of their heroes. It's clear that it will be a shield agent here. And now this player here is done with their turn. We're going to move on to this player who has their hand of only 5 cards. They had a KO one. And now we're going to reveal and play the top card here, and it's a Doombot, so that's great. Very affordable there. Let's see what this player here is going to be able to do. He could KO a wound from his hand or discard pile. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a discard pile anymore. So that's 2 recruit and 3 recruit. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to play this one gigantic hand. Because I played a Fantastic Four card prior to that, he's going to get +1 attack for each card still in my hand, and that's 3 cards. So this is going to give me 4 attack. And I've got some more recruit here. I think I'm going to want to focus twice to draw 2 extra cards next turn. So instead of drawing a hand of 6, I'll draw a hand of 8. And I've got this card here. So I've got 4 attack plus 2 is 6 attack. And with those 6 attack, I'll be able to get her. I can't get him. I could get this guy here. But you know what? I'm going to go for the hero because they are the way you lose the game. And I'm only 1 hero away from losing, believe it or not. So I'll add that to the victory pile. This card I will gain. Done with my turn over here. This guy's going to draw a new hand of 6 cards. 4, 5, and 6. Reveal and play the top card. It's another Doombot here. Let's see what they're going to do here. We've got the perfect teamwork, 1 for each color. That's green, red, blue, and gray. So this is 4 attack. This is going to give me 2 plus 2 if I've done a card that costs 4, which I have. So this is 4 and this is 4. So that's 8 right there. And this right here is 9, which is exactly enough to defeat Dr. Doom for the first time in the game. Let's see what the first tactic here is. Monarch's Decree. Choose 1. Each other player draws a card or each other player discards a card. And this is very easy. I'm clearly playing cooperative. So I'm going to choose for each player to draw a card. So this guy's going to get their hand of 6. Plus they're going to draw an additional card. And now we still have 1, 2, 4 recruit. And I could KO a card from my hand or discard pile if I focus. I have 4 recruit. I'm going to choose to focus twice. And let's see here. I'm going to use 2 of those, recruit to KO this subdermal tracker here. And I'm going to use the other 2 to KO a shield agent. And now this player here is strengthening their deck here. So they're done. Back to the player here. And they have their hand of 7 cards, thanks to drawing a new one. We're going to reveal and play the top card here. And it's the Skrull Shapeshifter. So we're going to slide all these cards here to the right. And he's going to get the hero, the rightmost hero is going to go underneath him. And basically, it's going to cost that much to defeat him. So, let's see what happens. I do have this Flame On card. Do I have 6 recruit? Let's see. I have 2, 3 recruits, so I'm not going to be able to trigger that. Alrighty. Oh, I forgot. Last time I played this card, and I was supposed to draw an additional 2 cards. So that's a huge game changer. It's a good thing about playing by yourself. You don't have to worry about people complaining about what you forgot or not. So I had 2 more cards. This is going to make a huge difference. I'm going to play this Unstable Molecules, draw 2 more cards here. Oh, forget about it. This is going to be an excellent turn here. So I am going to use my 4 recruit here, and I'm going to focus twice to draw 2 cards at the end of my turn. Again, this time remind me, folks, I don't want to forget again. I've got 4 attack here plus 5 attack here. This guy here, or actually this guy first, he gives me 1 for each color. I have green, I have black, I have blue, I have red, and of course I have gray. So that's 5 colors alone. This guy's going to get me 2 plus 1 because I played another green class hero. And then this guy here is going to give me 3 attack. And if I played an Avenger, which I have played multiple Avengers, I'm going to get plus 3 for each other Avenger I've played this turn, which is 2 additional ones. So that's going to give me a total of 9. So I have 4, 5, 10, 12, 13, 16, 19, 22, which means I'm going to be able to defeat Dr. Doom twice over here. So let's get 2 tactics here. We've got Secrets of Time Travel. I'm going to get to take another turn after this one. And remind me, I got to draw 2 extra cards. And here is my second tactic. And it is Dark Technology. You may recruit a tech hero or a energy hero from the headquarters for free. Let me see. Let me replace this here. So I don't have any tech. Oh, no, I do. I like this one a lot. The Captain America Diving Block card. I will gain that card there. And now I am done. No, I had 22 attack. I defeated Dr. Doom twice, which would take 18 attack. I still have 4 left. I've got to clear up the city. That's something I didn't even consider because this guy's about to escape in all likelihood next turn. So I still have 4 left. It's going to be enough to defeat this Doombot Legion. Now, it is later on in the game, so its fight effect might cost me. Oh, and it did, but I gotta keep this Hothead card. So I'm gonna have to KO this Sidekick here. Put this back on top. And I am done with my turn. I'm gonna go again. And because I used the card with Mr. Fantastic, I'd like to draw 2 additional cards. So instead of 6, I will draw 8. Let's see if this is the final turn of the game. That's 5. That's 6. We're going to reveal and play the top card here. And it's a Master Strike. So it's forcing me to place 2 cards back on top. And I'm going to use these 2 here. And I'm going to hope for the best. So we've got Hothead here. It is for attack. However, I will gain a wound for doing so. And it's this blunt force trauma wound again. And that's 4, that's 5, that's 6. If I focus here, that'll give me 8, which is just shy of being able to defeat Dr. Doom for the last time. I am going to use it for 8, though. I'm going to figure out what I could do. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to defeat this Skrull Shapeshifter card here. Let me put these wounds back here. This Skrull Shapeshifter card, who costs 5. I'll put this in my victory pile, and I'll gain the hero that was underneath. And I still have 3 attack left over, which I will use for my Doombot Legion here. And there we go. Oh, I just forgot that I was supposed to draw 2 extra cards this turn. And I forgot. Oh, this time I am going to say it's too late. I am going to draw my top 2 cards, or reveal them. I got to KO one of them. And if I lose the game, I'm going to beat myself up because it was a lapse in memory that allowed that to happen. Okay, so it's back to this player's turn. We're going to have to shuffle. All right, so this player's going to continue drawing. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to reveal and play the top card here. And again, it's the Skrull Shapeshifter. They'll take the rightmost hero underneath them. And let's see what we could do. I'm going to play this Crazed Rampage to gain each player a wound. So that's 1 for this player, 1 for that player. That's 4 attack, 6 attack, 7 attack. I do have the ability to focus, see what happens here. So I'm going to focus twice and use this ability here to rescue a bystander. And first, I got a regular bystander, and the second bystander is this paramedic. When you rescue this bystander, you may KO a wound from your hand or from any other player's discard pile. So sure, I'll use that to KO this wound at least. And with 7 attack, I'll be able to get this Unstable Molecules card. Okay, this player's done. Back to this player here. So I am not going to make that same mistake next time I could afford Dr. Doom. I think it's going to be right now. Let's reveal. We're going to add this Doombot Legion here. So first and foremost, I'm going to use this Knuckle Sandwich. I'm going to use those 3 focus to give me 2 attack. I've got It's Clobbering Time. It's going to give me 5 attack. If I played a green class hero before, which I did, it's going to give me +3 for each other green class card you played this turn. So that's 5 + 3 is 8, +2 is 10. More than enough to defeat Dr. Doom for the last time. Treasures of Latveria. When you draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn, you may draw an extra 3 cards. And that is it. I have defeated Dr. Doom and the secret invasion of the Skrulls. And I was on the verge of losing. I had 5 of the 6 necessary heroes who had escaped. But luckily, I was able to stop the bleeding and come out victorious. And that's it for today's game through my Marvel Legendary campaign. Join us next time. Thank you so much for joining us here at When Harry Met Board Games. This is Harry saying take care, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have fun gaming. Bye-bye.